Everyone, it's SSK here. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you've been here before, thank you for coming back. If this is your first time seeing my video, you are so welcome. Please sit back, relax, subscribe, watch, and have some amazing time with us here. So today I'm going to be showing you how I make my egusi soup, my fine looking delicious egusi soup. So let me show you my ingredients. We have crayfish, some palm oil, some stockfish, onion, some non-seasoning cube. We are using the beef flavor. We also have some oziza leaves and some ugu leaves, some rodo, which is fresh pepper. We have egusi, and of course we have our protein. And in this protein we have cow legs, we have tribe, which is called shaki as well. We have beef. I'm also going to be using the Maggi style seasoning powder. I'm using the beef flavor. They have both the chicken and the beef flavor, but for this egusi soup I use the beef flavor. So right now I'm going to pour in some red oil into my pot. That was not enough, so I'm going to add in some more. And this is the brand of red oil that I use. You can actually use any one you have readily available. I added my chopped onions almost immediately because we do not want the red oil to bleach, so we are just going to allow it get hot and then add in the chopped onions. I added in some fresh pepper. Please add as you can tolerate. It doesn't have to be this much, or depending on the quantity of egusi soup you are trying to make. I'm going to add water in order to make my egusi, turn my egusi into a paste. If you have stock water, please feel free to use stock water for this process as well. I just added in some water and then combine together in order for us to have egusi paste. Then I'll pour it inside the pot and then allow it to fry. So I'm going to just mix everything together thoroughly. Now it's well mixed, and I'm going to add it into the pot. Right now the pepper I've fried for like a few minutes, so I'm just going to scoop the egusi paste into the pot. And please remember, at this point you are going to reduce the heat of your gas, please, because we do not want the egusi to burn. We just want it to fry on a very low heat. I left this for like 10 minutes or so, just so it could fry very well, and because I wanted the egusi to have some lumps. But if you don't like egusi with lumps, just start to stir the moment you scoop your egusi paste into the pot. So right now I'm just trying to break in the lumps just to avoid it from being so big. Then I added some meat stock, some stockfish, and more water, and I left my egusi to cook for up to 30 minutes. The reason being that if your egusi is not well cooked, you found out most people say whenever they eat egusi they have running stomach. It's because you did not allow the egusi to cook, like to really cook, allow it to boil, allow it to cook. I was just trying to dissolve some of the lumps just to avoid it from being extremely big. Off camera, I added more water and I allowed it to cook. I think it even cooked more than the 30 minutes I mentioned earlier. I think for my next video, I'm going to time it because I didn't time it, so I can't be certain. But I know the egusi cooked for more than 30 minutes. At this point, the egusi soup is almost ready, and this is the point where you season your egusi soup. I added 2 non-seasoning cube and some crayfish, and then stir everything to combine. The egusi soup wasn't as tasty as I wanted it to be, but this wasn't the perfect time to make that adjustment, as I have not added in the protein yet, because the protein has its own seasoning, its own taste. So we're going to add it before we proceed to seal it up with the amount of seasoning that we want. I added in the protein and then combine together, let them marry each other, so you will know if you need to still add seasoning or not. After all cooking and everything, I realized I still needed to add in more seasoning. That was when the star seasoning powder that I showed you earlier came in. I added in more crayfish, oziza leaves, some ugu leaves. I added some more fresh pepper for some extra heat. It's so spicy here. So yeah, I noticed the ugu wasn't enough. Then I added in more ugu, and that is how you make your egusi soup. You don't have to do too much. To be very honest, I love making egusi soup because it's like one of the best and easy soup that I can make. It's so easy, and this is the fry method. Along the line, I will also film the boiling method for you, where you don't have to fry. That one is just everything straight up, everything just goes in all together just like that. So this is how I make my egusi soup. Feel free to add in the protein you want. If there's anything that doesn't go well with you, please feel free to take it out. But if you go with this recipe, trust me, everyone is going to love your egusi soup. Your egusi soup is going to taste amazingly delicious. Thank you so much for watching my video. If there's any recipe you want to see up in my channel, please feel free to drop a comment in the comment section. I might just pick up from there. So thank you. Please subscribe, like, share, and comment. Bye guys.